Hello, today is June 20th, 2024. Today we're going to continue talking about Gao Kao, the National Entrance Examination, Mathematics. Okay, one of the problem is given cosine alpha plus beta equal to m, and tangent alpha tangent beta equal to 2, and then we ask for cosine alpha subtract beta. Okay, so first of all, based on the trig identity, cosine alpha plus beta, that is equal to cosine alpha cosine beta subtract sine alpha sine beta. Based on the given information, that is equal to m. So this is our first equation. The next one is the given right here, tangent alpha tangent beta. The definition of tangent is sine alpha cosine alpha. That's the definition of tangent alpha. Similarly, tangent beta will be sine beta cosine beta. And then if we combine this a little bit, we will get sine alpha sine beta cosine alpha cosine beta, that is equal to 2. And then from here, if we times cosine alpha cosine beta on both sides, we will get a sine alpha sine beta equal to 2 cosine alpha cosine beta, right? So this is our number 2. If we plug this into that, basically 1 and 2 together, we can replace sine alpha sine beta with 2 cosine alpha cosine beta. So from this, we got a cosine alpha cosine beta, which is the first term. The second term, instead of writing sine alpha sine beta, we write on this instead. 2 cosine alpha cosine beta, and based on the equation 1, that is equal to m. Simplify this, means positive subtract 2, so it will be negative cosine alpha cosine beta, that is equal to m, times negative 1 on both sides. We got a cosine alpha cosine beta equal to negative m. That is our third equation. And then we can use equation 3 and 1 to try to figure out what is the sine alpha sine beta. How do we do that? We replaced cosine alpha cosine beta with negative m, and then this one we just copy it, sine alpha sine beta, that will be equal to m. Again, we plus m on both sides. We got a negative sine alpha sine beta equal to m plus m, which is 2m. Divided by negative 1 on both sides, we got a sine alpha sine beta equal to negative 2m. Okay, so this is our number 4. Again, that's what we're looking for. So cosine alpha subtract beta would be cosine alpha cosine beta plus sine alpha sine beta. Again, this is a trig identity. And then that would be based on the equation right here, number 3 would be negative m. And this guy right here based on this would be negative 2m. So total is negative 3m. Okay. Now let's look at another problem. Another problem is the following. Basically, it's given a cylinder, and another one is the cone. Okay. So both the cylinder and the cone have the same radius, let's say r. And then they both had the same height, which is the square root of 3, square root of 3. And then the third condition is the surface area of the cylinder, which is the area around the surface. And then the surface area of the cone, they are the same. Okay. So for the cylinder right here, so what we're looking for the volume of the cone. That's what we're looking for. So based on the two surface area equal, so first look at the cylinder. What is the surface area of the cylinder? Imagine you use the scissors cut around this edge, and then after you cut it, you expand it. So this is going to be a rectangular, right? This side, which is the height of the I'm sorry. Okay, again, let me explain this one more time. This is the cylinder. This is the cone. They both have the same radius, and then they have the same height, which is the square root of 3. And then the third condition is the surface area of the cylinder is the same as the surface area of the cone. And then those are the given. What we're looking for, we want to find out what is the volume of the cone. Okay, again, if I cut it right here and then expand it, it's going to be a rectangular. So this side is going to be a square root of 3. And then this side actually is going to be the circumference of the circle, right? Which is 2 pi r. In other words, the surface area for the cone, for the cylinder would be the length times the height, or length times width, whatever you call it, is going to be 2 pi r times square root of 3. That's 1. For the 2, it's a little bit tricky, but imagine if you use a scissors, cut it right here, and then you expand it. You probably have something look like that. Okay, again, this is depends on the size of the cone, so that could be expanded more. But I just use that as the example. So this side right here, this is called the slant length. Let's call it L. And then since we put it together, it's going to be cone when we expand it, right? That again will be the circumference of the circle right here. That would be 2 pi r. Okay. And then how do we calculate the area of this kind of like a huge pizza? Again, the thing is the following. If we extend this is going to be form another circle, right? For the red circle, the L is going to be the radius of the big circle, right? So the thing is, the area of this pizza over the whole area will be the same as the arc length right here over the whole circumference of the circle. So in other words, for the 2, the area of this will be the surface, the whole circle's area, which is pi L squared, right? That times what? Times the fraction. The fraction will be the arc length right here over the whole circumference of the circle. So that would be 2 pi r, which is the arc length, over the whole thing, which is 2 pi L. Okay. And then 2 pi cancel out, L cancel out 1. So that would be pi L R. Okay. Then since those two surface area are equal, so what we have is the following. We will let 1 and 2 equal each other, so that would be something like that. That would be 2 pi r square root of 3, which is this guy. That will be equal to pi L R, which is this guy, the surface area of the cone. And then pi can cancel out, r cancel out. So L is equal to 2 square root of 3. Okay, so that's the L. And then from this graph right here, since this is the height, right? Use the Pythagoras theorem. We also know the square root of 3, which is the height square, plus r square, which is the hypotenuse square, which is the L square, right? So that would be 3 plus r square equal to L square. L is this guy, is 2 square root of 3 square. And then 3 plus r square would be equal to 4 times 3. So r square would be 12, subtract 3, so that equal to 9. So r would be equal to, that would be, since r is the radius, we discard the negative value, so r indeed is positive 3. Once we get that, then we need to find the volume of the cone, which is 1 over 3 pi r square times the height, which is the square root of 3. Again, if you forgot how to derive this, the concept is going to be pretty much like this, but I'm not going to repeat it. Review your geometry book. So this is basically the volume is the 1/3 of the area times the height. So again, r is equal to 3 square times square root of 3. So 1 3 cancels 1 of the 3, so the final result will be 3 squared of 3 pi. Okay, so that's it. And then let me know if you have any questions, and we're going to talk more of the math questions next time. Okay, bye-bye.